Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of the Board of Public Works and Safety for August 19th, 2024 to order. Can we rise and say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can we have roll call to confirm quorum?
Member Green. Member Allen.
Present.
Secretary Morgan.
Present.
President Suggs.
Present.
Mr. President, we have 4 present, 1 absent.
With 4 present, we have a legal meeting. Let's proceed with today's meeting, starting with item number 3, correspondence and agreements.
Mr. President, we have a lease agreement for the property located at 6200 Industrial Highway in Gary. This lease agreement would begin, it begins now, but it has a due diligence period of 60 days. The city would receive $39,030 per month in rent for this property. This agreement contains an option to purchase the property for $4.7 million. And the goal here is for the owner, which actually also owns the neighboring property, Transport Properties, to develop this into a light industrial site that'll bring quite a few jobs to Gary. So, again, they would like to start the due diligence period immediately so that they can do their phase 1s and phase 2s and make sure that the proposed development is viable and then get moving on the development. So I move that we approve the ground lease for 6200 Industrial Highway with TP Gary V LLC.
There is a motion on the floor. May I have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the ground lease for 6200 Industrial Highway in Gary, Indiana. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, may we have roll call for approval?
Member Green.
Yes.
Member Allen.
Yes.
Secretary Morgan.
Yes.
President Suggs.
Yes.
Mr. President, we have 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With a vote of 4 in favor and 0 opposed, the motion for ground lease approval at 6200 Industrial Highway in Gary has been approved.
Mr. President, we have correspondence from the engineering department. We have the securing of city sites, awarding contracts or proposals for RFPs that we went out for earlier this year. The city of Gary has formally requested bids to secure 2 sites to prohibit illegal dumping, and the project includes furnishing and installation of fencing and cameras. The city did not receive interest at the time the bids were due, which I believe was June 26, 2024, and has since reached out to vendors to acquire proposals from interested contractors. After review, the engineering department is recommending moving forward with Perimeter Security Incorporated for the fencing component of the project in the amount of $407,259.28, and BT Video Systems LLC for the camera component in the amount of $49,432. The 2 site locations are 1100 Clark Road and then 890 Chase Street. And again, the total cost for both locations, for both contractors, has a not to exceed amount of $456,691.28. So at this time, I would like to make a motion that we accept the proposals. I guess we can do it one at a time. for Perimeter Security Incorporated in the amount of $407,259.28.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to approve the contract for 1100 Clark Road in the amount of $407,259.28. Any discussion on that motion?
Mr. President, I just have a question. What is the difference between Perimeter Security's cameras and BT Video cameras for video?
BT Video Systems provided specifications for their cameras that correlate to what the police department is doing. And Perimeter Fencing Security submitted cameras that were of different quality. So
What would they be used for?
they will be used for monitoring the entrance elements for both sites. So there's a total of 8 cameras.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Combination.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one type of camera, 2 types of cameras, both will be at each site.
Thank you. Any additional discussion? Can we move on to roll call for approval, please, for the 1100 Clark Road site?
And I'm sorry, and 890 Chase. They'll be doing work at both of them.
Right, but your motion was just for the first one, was it?
Just for the first vendor.
Oh, the first vendor
Mhm.
for both. Thank you for the
No problem.
clarification.
Second.
I think roll call
Second
now.
already, yes.
Roll call.
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
President Suggs.
Yes,
Mr. President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
with a vote of 4 in favor and 0 against, the contract for 1100 Clark Road and 890 Chase for Perimeter Security, Inc. has been approved.
I would like to make a motion at this time to accept the proposal for BT Video Systems LLC for camera work at both 1100 Clark Road and 890 Chase Street in the amount of $49,432.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve a motion for BT Video Systems LLC camera system for $49,432. Any discussion on that motion?
When will they start the work?
The material for the fencing has a 4 to 6 week lead time. And so as soon as the material gets in, we'll start. The cameras, we can probably start within 2 to 3 weeks of
Okay.
approval.
All right, thank you.
Do you have an estimate of the length of time to do the construction once it's started?
It will
Complete.
take within 4 weeks
Within 4
for the
weeks?
fencing.
Okay. Any further discussion? May I have a roll call for approval, please?
Member Green,
Yes.
Member Allen,
Yes.
Secretary Morgan,
Yes.
President Suggs.
Yes.
Mr. President, the vote is 4 in favor, 0 opposed.
With a vote of 4 in favor and 0 against, the contract for BT Video Systems LLC has been approved.
That concludes correspondence from the engineering department.
Okay, that concludes our correspondence and agreements. Can we move on to item number 4, unfinished business?
If there's no unfinished business,
Any new business?
no new business, sir.
Trent, sir, do we have any public comments waiting?
No, sir, we do not.
Thank you. I see the list here has no signatures. Anyone in the room would like to make a comment? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned. Thank you for your attendance.